Right. Let's try that. Right, let's go for that again. Let's go to the start of lap 16 earlier. Game completely crashed, so I decided to do a complete reset. But we're back. Through the grid, very briefly. We currently have Swabby in first, we got Prime in second, who I believe started on the mediums as well. Actually, I can go back and find out if he started on the mediums. Let me just go in the back and have a little look whilst we're letting a couple of people join in. Yeah, Prime did start on the mediums, so Prime is going to be one that I hope he pits again, because if he doesn't pit again, then he could be in a bit of trouble. Hello to the two people that are in here as well. So we then have Turbo in third, we then got Davy in fourth, we then got the Ross murderer of Aro in fifth, who just murdered out of pure cold blood, and just to get an edge up on Ross because he can. We then got Icy in sixth, we got Pyro in seventh, Arcus in eighth, Deco in ninth, Higgsy in 10th, or they're about to potentially be 9th, so I'll keep an eye out on that in just a moment. We then got Tap coming out of the pits and soft, I remember this bit, in 11th. We've got Senor Fack in 12th, Mortal in 13th, Claus in 14th, Ross all the way down in 15th, and then we got Scotty in 16th. So let's carry on effectively from where I left off. As I believe, if I'm right, yep, Deco just goes nicely around the outside going into turn 1. So I'm just going to recap back from here, just back a little bit. I know I did get a little bit further in the previous part before the whole thing crashed. Yeah, just decided to come back here, we'll start of the lap. So the two Nissan GTRs are at it, going through turn 4 with about 7 laps to go. Pyro still holding on to 7th. We'll go further forward as we got Turbo versus Davy versus Aro. Aro does not murder anybody else at the same point on the circuit this time. Davy has a look for the outside of the hairpin. Does the switch back on Turbo? Can he get it done? He can. He gets it stuck. Let's jump on board with Aro as we go round the long right-hander. Davy makes it work. Sticks it. So he takes third position from Turbo. Turbo's in the Supra, so he's going to have the straight line speed advantage coming around this last corner and down the straight. Swabby finally comes into the pits on the end of lap 16, so he's going to be going on to the soft tyres, trying to get a quick finish. Turbo has got an average exit. Everyone here has sort of got the same amount of exit as each other. No one's really gaining. Turbo's gaining due to the straight line speed of the Supra. Can he challenge into turn 1? He does challenge. He brakes a little bit later than Davy, makes it work and keeps the position. So good move from Turbo. Just offsets Davy a little bit. So can he capitalise on Davy's slight misposition? No, he can't. He can't capitalise this time. It might be better just to let these two fight it out and let them two scrap it out as Turbo goes deeper on to get sort of like a 2 exit turn 4 as Davy tries to shove his nose up on the inside, trying to offset Turbo. Turbo taking a wider line, later apex, doesn't quite hit the apex actually at turn 5. Going further back, which we got Pyro in 6th, we got Deco in 7th, Higgsy in 8th, Tap in 9th. What's happened to... oh, what happened here? Oh, I hear screeching tyres. So he actually gets past Pyro. Marcus gets past Pyro going down the back straight. Okay, that's what happens. Premature donuts, my friend. Yeah, you're going to go onto the rally course to get yourself going. Are you going to hit that spot though and then get reset? Yes. Yes, you are. So that explains why one GTI just disappeared. Ross is now caught right back up. Ross is going to try and contest. He does contest. He does get it done. So Ross being brave and sends it up the inside. So let's go back further forward a couple. There we go. Back. We'll go from here. So Deco moaning earlier on in the Discord chat that they didn't get much TV time, and as he says, I'll give you a little bit of TV time now. The Scotsman flying the Scottish flag. Is the bagpipes going to be playing? It is looking good this season. It would look even better if my game didn't crash and I actually had a full recording, but it is what it is. We'll make it work. So we'll stick with these guys for another couple of corners before I move on, because I see a couple of cars ahead. Closing up. Does Deco have a go at Pyro coming up to the hairpin style left-hander? No, he doesn't. So let's go forward a couple of cars. So Davey's been passed by Aro. Aro's now up to third, starting to chase down Turbo. So Aro in the podium positions, Davey not just outside the podium positions at the moment. Turbo in second, Prime still going with 5 to go. I hope he's aware about the tyre compound, because I could be mistaken, but he's done medium, which isn't allowed, to my knowledge. I mean, I could be incorrect. I probably am incorrect. Oh, Deco. Where did you get this? Did you get this back here? Ah, that's where you got it there. And there. Yeah, he got it on the inside. So Deco with a 1.5 second penalty for hitting the grass on the inside. I thought hitting the grass on the inside would have penalised you enough, let alone kicking mud in your face. So Deco's race with Pyro is pretty much done and over. Can Higgsy close the gap up to Deco to really punish that penalty even more? Hopefully so, buddy. I mean, I can't say what you should do. I can't say how you can do it. It might be worth speaking to a particular person and just talking. But it's unfortunately I can't say much. Yeah. Right, let's look for a battle. I will come back to what a certain person is on about later. No one hitting that sausage. Well, people. Never mind. Someone is hitting the sausage cups. In fact, down into 10th position after leading, I believe, for a bit. No, Swavy. Swavy all the way down in plumb last. He's gone with soft tyres now with 5 to go. He's going to start trying to catch the rest of the grid up. Scotty's starting to crawl back a little bit after the disastrous open to the start of this feature. Careful going over that. Careful going on the young cubs out there. You don't want to go too wide and get yourself a penalty. Let's go back further forward. Deco is behind Higgsy, so Higgsy's managed to get close enough to pass the Lamborghini. Can Deco get back past Higgsy for 7th position? We'll keep an eye out on these guys. I want to go further forward again, because the battle for 2nd position is definitely not done. As Davey's got himself a 1.5 second penalty as well. Where did you pick? Did you pick up? Funny enough, just as we skip back onto it, that's where he picked it up. He just opened the corner up a bit too much, and there it is. I believe. No, it's not there. Did you do it down here? Yeah, that'd do it. That'd do it. So, just cutting this corner here a bit too much. Let's just cost him 1.5 seconds. So the battle for third for Davi is definitely going to be over and done now. Let's stick with this battle up here because this is probably going to be the closest battle on track at the moment, and also it's probably going to be quite a major battle for second position at the moment. Davi's going to drop back off. His teammate's not quite close enough to make any sort of gains from this, so the McLaren drivers aren't going to be changing position. Davi's got himself a lovely run, but here comes the penalty line. He's going to be absolutely gutted because he had a great run there. Ara's all over the back of Turbo. Don't lose the rear going into there. Careful because that could be a penalty as well. There is a penalty. That's a 1 second penalty. So Ara's battle for seconds pretty much gone and done. Turbo's tyres are about the same as Ara's on the AMGs, and Prime's coming in. So Prime's coming in from the lead now. Had he just gone straight out to the hard tyres, he would still be in first. This is now going to cost him. Is he coming in for some tyres and a splash of fuel, I wonder? Now, Davi's going to be a bit... I think Davi's too far back for from Ara to really make an impact. And Turbo's looking for the win at the moment. Icy's looking for fourth. Pyro's got himself a .5 second penalty, so he's going to hold on to fifth with Higgsy in sixth. Deco in 7th, Tap in 8th, reeling in these guys quite quickly now. Senor Fak in 9th, Mortal in 10th, Claus in 11th, Ross in 12th. Prime comes out in 13th on the soft. He's got 3 laps to try and make a difference really here, and he's already been challenged by Scotty, who's been dispatched quite quickly. So let's go back forward a couple of cars. I'm curious about this battle here. So let's stay with these guys for the next couple of corners before I go back through the grid. I'm just keeping an eye out on Tap's name. Davi got a little bit too much curb on the entry to the corner, although he's quick enough and he's close enough to Aro for Davi to go back up into second. Aro's down to third now, so Davi with his 1.5 second penalty and Aro with his 1 second penalty. It's advantage to Davi at the moment. Turbo's not exactly that far down the road either. Let's go further back. This is a battle that we want to watch at the moment. Deco nearly losing it on the sausage curb, and Higgsy nearly going off into the respawn point of the outside of that long right-hander where the rallycross stage sort of starts ends. Again, we are on train Pyro, with Pyro as the train driver and the conductor of this train. There's 4 carriages and we're going to stop at the finish line eventually. I don't know what order, we'll find that out in the next couple of laps. As Deco has a look up the inside of Higgsy's, a bit too far back. Tap really trying to make advantage of those soft tyres, but I think they're null and done now. I think the switch over point between the softs and the mediums has been reached, because Tap's starting to struggle. He's starting to drop off the back of these guys. Swavi with the fastest lap of 141.0, so we're about on sort of pace for sprint pace at the moment. Deco all over the back of Higgsy all over the back of Pyro just sitting on the racing line doing what he does. Let's jump forward to the front 3 quickly. Okay, nothing's changed here at the moment. We'll stay with these guys. I'll keep an eye on the top 3. Tap's still with these guys. Senor Fax trying to catch up to the back of this group. Tap's had a better middle sector. He's just struggling a little bit on the grip. I think the dirty air is now starting to hurt him more than anything. Now he's trying to find a bit of clean air. Let's go back through the quickly the rest of the grid. Ross, after being murdered earlier on in this race, is up to 12th position. He's got Prime behind him on a fresh set of soft tyres with 2 to go, so Prime's going to be fine on the tyres. Might scrape a top 10, but he's got to get past Ross yet and then catch up to Claus and then Mortal. But going further forward, stay with these guys as we go charging down the hill towards turn 1. Pyro opens up the corner, Higgsy opens up the corner, Deco doesn't open up the corner. Deco having better cornering speed through turn 1, but a slightly compromised line through 2 and 3. Pyro taking a wider line, prioritises the exit, gets a better exit. Higgsy goes wider, trying to open up his steering rack as much as possible. Pyro just cruise. It looks like he's cruising. Him and Pyro and Higgsy don't have that much front left tyre left, whereas Deco's got quite a bit. He's got some to use. Now going further forward, I just see these guys are glued together, so the fight for first is definitely not done at the moment. What are the tyres like at the moment? Tyres, Davi's got the best tyres of the top 3 at the moment. Turbo defending the inside. Can he just about keep ahead of the apex? He can, coming further back. I'm going to try and watch 2 groups at once. Higgsy defends the inside line from Deco. Deco trying to go around the outside. Can he get the switch back? He can. He can't quite get the power down. It's just a little bit too loose on the rear end of that Lamborghini. Going further forward. Aro struggling with the grip. He understeers slightly. Davi got a very good exit compared to Aro. He's all over the back of Turbo. Turbo defense inside. Davi goes outside. Can he make it work around the outside? No, Turbo does a good job. Holds the inside line. Davi tries to switch back. But Davi's got to be careful because here comes Aro. Aro comes up the inside. They make a little bit of contact. The rubbing is racing, but not too much rubbing. And so Aro now has the inside for turn 4. Aro just about gets his car ahead. Leaves Davi the space. Davi's now got the inside for turn 5. As we come plummeting down the hill, this is just allowing Turbo to slightly equal way a little bit. Can Aro drive it around the outside? He can. Aro's managed to go around the outside of Davi, who's got better tyre life in the Mercedes. So good job from Aro. Now he's chasing down Turbo, going further back. Deco. What's happened to Deco? Oh, Deco's just drifted the whole way around the corner. That's not done him any good. Does he collect anybody else? No. So this promotes single fuck and tap up. But here comes Higgsy. Higgsy's going up the inside of Pyro. Finally, can Higgsy in the Porsche 911 get past? He can. Does Pyro try to switch back? He gives it a go. He can't quite do it. So going further up ahead. This is the battle for the lead, remember, as Davi's very, very late on the brakes. Pyro glides himself into the apex of the corner. Turbo doing all he can, Aro doing all he can, Davi trying to shove his nose up the inside of Aro to grab P2. Round the right hand side, Aro struggling for grip, goes all the way out wide, Davi gives him a little nudge. As we come around the final corner, Aro goes wide. Can Davi get the run down the line as Turbo takes victory? No, Aro just about scrapes victory. Well, victory, no, P2. As we look at this again, as Aro just understeers, and now it's just a drag race, and unfortunately for Davi, Aro just about takes it, so it's victory for Turbo, Aro in second, Davi in third, IC in fourth, excuse me, as we get Higgsy coming around the final corner to take 5th position. We've got Tap in 6th, we've got Pyro in 7th, we've got Senor Fak in 8th. We then got Deco coming around the final corner for 9th position after making a really, really costly error earlier on in the lap. We then got Ross in 10th, Prime in 11th, Mortal in 12th. We then got Scotty in 13th, Claus in 14th. We then got Arcus in 15th, and then bringing up the rear is Suave. What a final, what an ending to that race. I was not expecting that. This is round 1 of Tier 2. I am fully looking forward to the next 7 rounds. This is going to be fun. as Suave comes around the final corner for the final time in the Alfa Romeo. Does he do it in style? Oh, he does, in fabulous style as always. And there we have it. There is the part 2 to the race. So let me just have a quick look at the standings before I leave you guys for this evening. So we have got Aro in first place in the AMG with 30 points. We then got Senor Fak in second, with Turbo in third, Tap in fourth, and Deco in fifth position. On the constructors side, we got the Lamborghinis with 47 points in first, the AMGs in second with 39, and the McLarens in joint second with 39. So this is going to be an incredibly interesting season, I think, and I feel. I'm very much looking forward to it. But anyway, take care of yourselves. I will see you guys next week with another race from Tier 2, and hopefully this time with a better PS system that doesn't crash. Take care, and we'll see you soon.